Hello, everyone. Thanks for logging on to CBSColorado.com. Time now for a few extra minutes with Rockies first baseman TJ Rumfield, reigning NL Rookie of the Month. And TJ, you've settled into the bigs now. I mean, from our perspective, it looks like you just settled right in. You've been dominant since you started, but how is it feeling your first few leagues in the major leagues?
It's a tough game. Obviously, it's the hardest league in the world, so it's just trying to compete every single day. And, you know, some days might not go your way, but you got to stick to your plan and stick to your routine, because at the end of the year, you're going to look up at your numbers, and that's going to be the culmination of your effort.
Has there been any player so far that you're like, wow, I got to play against that guy?
For me, Bryce Harper.
Okay.
Bryce Harper got on first base. He's the only guy I've ever been like, hey, I've been a fan of you for a really long time.
Okay.
So it's like one of those things, because Bryce Harper is kind of like the guy that I try to model my game after when I was younger. So it was just to be able to play against him was special.
That's really cool. That's what did you say to him?
I think I just told him, hey, I've been watching you since I was 12 years old, and you're the GOAT in my opinion, and I try to be like you.
That's awesome. That's cool. Thanks for sharing that. It's cool to hear those kind of moments. As you look at, we're not quite at the midpoint of the season yet, but where would you say, if I asked you kind of where you feel this team is at and where you guys want to go the rest of the year, what would you kind of say?
I feel like we're a team that maybe things haven't gone our way so far, but that's nothing that is going to deter us from the future. We have guys coming up through the ranks, guys who want to, be in the big leagues and stay in the big leagues. And I feel like, as we go on throughout this season, we're just going to, put our best foot forward every single day and, see where it takes us.
So, there's a lot of young players on this team, and then you got a guy like Kyle Freeland who just set the record for innings pitched by a Rocky. What's it been like to play with a guy like Kyle?
It's special, man. It's just, showing up to the yard every single day. He's the same guy. He's a consummate vet, a guy who takes care of his business. And, you learn more from those guys just watching them and kind of how they handle it. And he's done it so long up here in Colorado. So it's just, trying to pick up on stuff that me as a position player, I can try to do, every single day to try to maximize my time here.
Warren Schaefer he was the interim manager for a while, and he stepped just so well into that role. What do you like about him as a skipper?
He went to Virginia Tech, so obviously like that about him automatically. So no, but Schaefer is also a professional, and he's also a guy that ever since I've stepped into the spring training facility, he's been the guy that's just been so overjoyed to see me and kind of bring me in with open arms. And it's just, he shows confidence in me, and he lets me know that. So
that's fantastic. And off the field, your beautiful wife and child were here a little bit earlier. What's the best part about going home and just being a dad?
I mean, everything. Being a parent's hard, but if you play a game that's so hard, you go 0 for 4 one day, you don't know what could cheer you up, but you see your little girl's face, and boom, you're instantly in a better mood, and you're just like, it's just a game I play, and I just happen to be playing it at the highest level, and that's also just like a blessing right there.
The All-Star game's coming up. There's a ton of you guys are playing really well, but do you think at all about potentially representing the Rockies that weekend?
No, I don't really think about it. I just try to just do my thing every single day, because if I start thinking about that sort of thing, then that's going to take away from the 99-mile-per-hour fastball that's coming at me. So
fair. TJ, this has been such a treat. Thank you so much for taking the time, and good luck the rest of the season.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Guys, thanks so much for logging on. We will see you next time.